Hello, I'm Dr. Deepa Nair, advocate and legal consultant from DRS and Associates, Hyderabad. Today's topic is on trolling in social media. Friends, social media is a huge part of our lives and is an excellent way to engage with the world around you, and is a great way for businesses and companies to engage with the users. Nowadays, everybody is using it, where it is we, our friends, advertisers, celebrities, retail brands, etc. It is used in everything and it is everywhere. With these kinds of numbers, all types of users will undoubtedly be subjected to some form of social media trolling during their usage. Social media trolling is a new trend that spares nobody. Be it a celebrity or a commoner, trolls are hounding everywhere 24/7 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and every other social network. A social media troll is someone who purposely says something controversial in order to get a reaction out of the other users. They are people who deliberately provoke others by saying inflammatory and offensive things. They live to make people upset and angry. They adopt fake identities that make them feel at ease on social networks. They don't know their victims directly and they can act at any moment. If you are an active social media user, chances are that you have experienced trolling in one way or the other. Trolls who create conflict on social media sites by making controversial statements with the purpose of causing havoc can be found in almost every corner of the web. Facebook gets particularly intense when the discussions are on politics, religion, or celebrities. Going on a conservative or a liberal Facebook page is literally like entering a boxing match of words. Arguments are endless in supply, and comments from both sides trying to get a reaction out of the other often appear in the threads. However, it should be noted that just because there is a debate or deliberation doesn't mean that trolling has happened. Someone who argues a point isn't trolling. Someone who makes a wild and unwarranted comment about that person's mother is trolling, as it happened in my case a couple of years ago. Someone who brings something off topic into the conversation in order to make that person mad is trolling. I have witnessed lots of trolling on social media and have been a victim several times. There are various types of social media trolls. Some may be waiting for you to make the smallest mistake so as to make everybody aware of your error. For example, a spelling mistake. Or some may write comments that don't make any sense and their messages don't provide any value. Few of them may make jokes about any publication or topic and they use humor as a way to criticize anything. Or others may deliberately enter into a conversation and make provoking comments and may post offensive material which may be racist, sexist, misogynist, etc. to make noise and create negative reactions and debates. Or some may even constantly target and attack a brand or person and never stop. It might seem that all of them are haters, but some of them are unconditional fans of a certain brand or person that will defend them to death. They rant, use derogatory words, post death threats, rape threats, spew hate speech. They attack an opponent's character and say things to appeal to people's feelings rather than their intellect. They purposely stir up conversations and meaningless debates with the deliberate intent of provoking readers into an emotional response. The fact of the matter is that there is no running away from them, and all that matters is how you are going to deal with them. First and the most important thing is to ignore them. Don't feed the trolls. Trolls seek out emotional responses and find provocation amusing. So replying to them or attempting to debate with them will only make them troll more. By ignoring a troll completely, they will likely become frustrated and go somewhere else on the internet. There would be times when you find it difficult to ignore these trolls. In such times, use your wit or humor to counter them. Responding to trolls in a funny way has been shown to work well if you can pull it off. Take it lightheartedly and respond in a positive manner, and that may diffuse the comments altogether. Fight back if you have convincing facts. Often it has been seen that internet trolls use misrepresentations and rumors to target individuals and businesses. If you become the target of the same, always fight back with facts. Friends, the best thing is not to take the trolls seriously. No matter how poorly they behave, remember, these people spend countless unproductive hours trying to make other people mad. They are not worth your time of day. And don't delay the comments, delete the comments. As long as the comments are not extremely offensive, don't delete them. It would mean that the trolling is getting what they wanted. If a troll becomes abusive or begins to clog up a thread, you can also opt to report them to the site's moderation team. Depending on the website, there's a chance nothing is going to happen. But you should do your part to actively dissuade them from trolling on that platform. If your report is successful, the troll may be temporarily suspended or their account might be banned entirely. Online trolls, please beware. There are laws that could be used against you. Cyber cells have been established especially to deal with victims of cybercrime. In case a cyber cell is lacking where you reside, then you can file an FIR at a local police station. If you are unable to file an FIR, you can approach the police commissioner. It is compulsory for a police station to register an FIR. A victim of trolling can file a case under Section 499 of the IPC, which protects victims against harassment through remarks on social media or by posting obscene photographs could help in this case. If a woman is being threatened by a person who has the intention to harm her reputation or alarm her, he would be punished with 2 years imprisonment under Section 503 IPC. Even Section 507 of the IPC, which addresses any individual whose intention is to intimidate women or threaten them anonymously, would be punished with a jail term for 2 years. You can even file a case for online stalking under Section 354D of the IPC, where an attempt to contact a woman to foster personal interaction despite her clear disinterest and monitoring her through internet, email, or through any other electronic communication is punishable with an imprisonment of 3 years. The IT Act goes a step ahead and holds persons liable for publishing or transmitting sexually explicit material in electronic form. The first conviction would result in 3 years imprisonment along with fine extending to rupees 10 lakhs, and upon second conviction, a person would be held for 7 years imprisonment along with a similar fine. So friends, if you are a victim of any form of cybercrime, don't delete photographs, emails, or any other information sent by the perpetrator, since doing so makes it difficult to trace evidence in the virtual world. Do consider taking screenshots or printouts of the evidence and report the incident by filing an FIR to start the process of criminal investigation. So friends, we have come to the end of the session, and if you like this video, please do share your thoughts and also press the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel and share it with your friends and colleagues and families. Thank you and have a nice day.